Right now, your head is aging a tiny bit faster than your feet. Not emotionally, physically. The top of you is slightly farther from Earth's gravity, so time up there runs a little faster. You are basically a badly synchronized stack of person. And that is not even the worst thing time does. It changes speed for satellites, fudges how long a day is, occasionally needs an emergency extra second, and refuses to agree on what now even means. This is 10 facts you didn't know. Fact 1. Your head is older than your feet. Einstein said, "Gravity affects time," and NIST actually measured this at human scale. Clocks tick a little faster when they are about 1 foot higher. So every time you stand up, the top of your body starts winning a microscopic aging contest against your shoes. Do not let it get arrogant. It is still attached to the same decision-making system. Fact 2. GPS only works because engineers correct for broken time. GPS satellites carry atomic clocks, but they are moving fast and sitting in weaker gravity than clocks on Earth. Those two effects pull time in opposite directions. The net result is that satellite clocks would drift by about 38 microseconds per day, compared with clocks on the ground if the system did not account for relativity. That sounds tiny until you remember, GPS is measuring distance with light speed timing. A few microseconds is the difference between turn left here and welcome to a lake. And stick around, because fact 10 is where time stops being one shared thing and becomes an argument. Fact 3. Earth does not actually spin once in 24 hours. A full rotation compared with the distant stars takes about 23 hours and 56 minutes. That is called a sidereal day. The reason your clock day is about 24 hours is that Earth is also moving around the Sun, so it has to turn a little extra before the Sun appears in the same place in the sky. So the planet does finish spinning early. It just has to stay after class for the Sun. Fact 4. Even 24 hours is a polite average. NASA says some solar days on Earth are a few minutes longer than 24 hours, and some are a few minutes shorter, because Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle, which means the day you complain is too long might, technically, actually be slightly too long. Your calendar has been pretending this is normal, because the alternative is admitting the planet runs on vibes and orbital paperwork. Fact 5. Sometimes the world adds a leap second because Earth is late. Atomic clocks are incredibly steady. Earth is not. Its rotation wobbles and drifts, so when Earth time gets too far out of sync with atomic time, a leap second can be added. That means, on rare occasions, the official solution to planetary timekeeping is count to 61 and act casual. Human civilization built the internet, satellites, power grids, and global finance, then discovered the planet still needs someone to tap the clock and say, "Please keep up." Fact 6. The moon is slowly stretching our days. NASA says the moon is moving away from Earth at about 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters per year. The same tidal interaction also creates friction that slows Earth's rotation. So the moon is not just hanging there looking decorative. It is leaving very slowly and taking a tiny piece of Earth's spin with it on the way out. That is not a breakup. That is a 4.5 billion year custody arrangement over angular momentum. Fact 7. Dinosaurs had shorter days. A study of fossil mollusk shells from the late Cretaceous found that Earth rotated about 372 times per year, meaning a day was roughly 23.5 hours long around 70 million years ago. So if a dinosaur had a bad day, at least it ended half an hour sooner. Honestly, that may be the most unfair advantage they had. Not the teeth, the shorter workday. Fact 8. A second is not based on Earth anymore. The modern second is defined by cesium atoms. Specifically, atomic clocks count 9,192,631,770 microwave oscillations from cesium, and that interval is 1 second. So the basic unit of your schedule is not 1 Mississippi. It is 9 billion tiny atomic wiggles in a metal box. Your alarm clock is basically saying, "Good morning, the cesium has spoken." Fact 9. Looking into space is looking into old time. Light takes time to travel, so when telescopes look far away, they are seeing the past. NASA points out that Andromeda, the nearest major galaxy to the Milky Way, is about 2.5 million light-years away. So when we look at Andromeda, we are not seeing it now. We are seeing light that left around the time early humans were on Earth. Space is not just far away, it is late. The universe is running the largest delayed broadcast ever made, and somehow still has better production value than most live streams. Fact 10. There may be no single universal now. In special relativity, whether two distant events happen at the same time can depend on the reference frame you use. Observers moving differently can disagree about simultaneity, and neither one has to be wrong. So, right now is not one giant timestamp stamped across the universe. It is local. It depends on where you are, how you are moving, and how you define the clocks. That is deeply rude. Time looked at the most basic word in your life, now, and turned it into a local zoning dispute. So let us review the situation. Your head is aging faster than your feet. Your GPS needs Einstein to stop drifting. Earth finishes spinning before the clock says it should. Some days are not the same length. Sometimes the official time system just adds a second. The moon is dragging the day longer. Dinosaurs got shorter shifts. A second is an atomic counting trick. Galaxies are old footage, and the universe will not even agree on one shared now. Time is not a river. It is a spreadsheet maintained by gravity, atoms, satellites, old shells, moving observers, and a moon that is slowly backing out of the room. And somehow, you are still expected to be on time. Quick, without going back, how long does Earth actually take to spin once? If you said 24 hours, time got you. If you said 23 hours and 56 minutes, time also got you, because now you are the kind of person who corrects people at dinner. Subscribe before another second gets added, or removed, or defined by 9 billion atomic wiggles. That is how it gets you.